Alright, this is going to be a tutorial video so that our new players have an idea of what they're doing. So, as you can see, I've got this list here, and we're gonna go through it. So first is settings. So you set your general interface, video, volume, cursor, language, how you want, you know, controls, key bindings. You're gonna want to set these to your preference. I changed inventory from escape to Q, and grapple from E to one of my thumb buttons on my mouse. So, first, make a character. So you click New, choose what type. So you've got Journey, Classic, Medium Core, and Hardcore. We're going to be doing Classic characters, so that's all you need. You can choose, you know, gender and style, the clothes you're wearing. Choose hairstyle. Choose hair color. Choose eye color. Choose skin color. Choose the color of your clothes. Enter name. I'm just gonna call it tutorial because I'm gonna be leading this character later. And click create. And then when you have a character that you want to keep, always make sure you click move to cloud. You can favorite the character if you want to favorite it, but always make sure you click move to cloud, because if you click move to cloud, it'll be saved on the cloud, and then you can always retrieve it at a later time. So it's backed up to the cloud, you can't lose it. So click play to select a character. And so now we're on to making a world. You name it. You know, there are seeds, but we won't be dealing with seeds. I'm going to create a small one. This is the difficulty of the world. You could decide which of these you want. These are the evils. So I'm going to choose corruption, and I'm going to create the world. And then we'll move on to stuff like NPC housing, crafting, favoriting, trashing, equipping, the toolbox, the locking of the hotbar, and what NPCs do. So I'll load this up. So when you start a world with a fresh character, you have copper tools. You got copper short sword, copper pickaxe, and a copper axe. So if you press control, this is default controls. So if you press control or whatever you keybind it to, you can switch targeting. And so when you change it to this, you can more easily, target trees or blocks. It makes it easier to mine. So we're gonna get some wood, and then I'll show you crafting and how to build an NPC house. So, as you can see, I can do this just a general direction rather than having to do each one. If you hold shift, again, using default controls, you can hover over something and it'll pick the best tool. There is weather, so it's now starting to rain. So now we're gonna do some crafting. So crafting is always down here in the bottom left of your screen. And depending whether you're just doing it in inventory or if you have a crafting station next to you, like this. See, now that we're next to the workbench, there are a bunch of different things we can make. And so, for NPC housing, the minimum basics, you need one table, one chair, one door, background walls, and some lights. So we're gonna make some torches. So now you take building material, in this case we're gonna use wood, and you build it up 6 high. So it needs to be 6 high and 10 wide. Oh, I forgot to mention, one setting that you will probably want to enable is auto swing. So that is in general, and it's down here, it's called auto fire. That is one setting that you're gonna want to have on, because then you can just hold rather than having to time your clicks. So it's personal preference, but I prefer having it on. And so you can also do the shift trick with torches. So there's our torch, and control, just hold. So now we can do housing. And there's this housing inquiry. It's already occupied, so you can right click to remove him, and this housing is suitable. And you can click his face and tell him this is your house, who will live here. If you have like a workbench in front of the door, like this, then the door will not open into it. So, now, you do favoriting. So, if you have the inventory open and you hold Alt, again, using default controls, and hover over an item, you can favorite it. And that means that you can't accidentally trash it. See, I'm holding left control to quick trash, and I can't quick trash the favorited items. Now, in your toolbox, you have block swap, a ruler, and then there's a third icon that will appear after you do the torch god event, which will, it's biome torches, basically. And if you place the correct torches in the correct biome, you get a luck bonus, which is a secret stat, but you do get one. And then this little thing up here is called the hotbar lock. And so, see, with it unlocked, I can click and it'll change. But with it locked, like I usually like having it, I can't do that, which is good, because if you're aiming a ranged weapon during a boss fight or something, let's say you got a boss and it's floating up here, you know, top left of the screen, and you're trying to fire, well, you don't want to accidentally, you know, just switch your weapon. You want to be able to keep firing your ranged weapon. So that's why I like having that locked. If you have gear, like an accessory or armor over here in your inventory, you can just right-click it and it'll go right into its slot. So if you've got a helmet, let's say you got an iron helmet, right-click it, go straight into your slot. And I can actually show you. So I'll make a set of wood armor. And also a hammer, so I can show you the hammer. So I realized that I forgot to explain how the hammer works. So the hammer is used to break background walls as well as to change the shape of certain blocks. So if you right click, it's now all in its armor slot over here. And then you got more equipment, like a pet, light pet, minecart, mount, grappling hook, which is in that tab. You have 3 separate loadouts as well. So you can have 3 separate builds. So I usually have, you know, my main build and then a build designed for fishing. And this is a new thing, so I don't remember what I set my switch loadout. Yes, F1 through 3. So if I press F2, I have my second loadout. And it only affects the stuff you're wearing. It does not affect anything over here in your inventory. Just your gear. Just the stuff in the equipment tab and the armor and accessories you're wearing. There are a bunch of different NPCs. Like, this is the guide. And you can click help and he'll give you a nice little hint. If you click crafting, let's see, I want to see everything I can make out of wood. Put a wood block in there, and now here is everything that uses wood as a component in the entire game. So, there's a merchant who just sells general items, a demolitionist who sells bombs, there's an arms dealer who sells a couple guns and bullets. There's a ton of different NPCs. And if you have any further questions, just let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. Have a good day, and be the best you.